The town of Aymavilles is situated on the orographic right of the Aosta valley south of the Dora-Baltea river and at the opening of the valley of Cogne. The area that it occupies has been modelled over thousands of years by the glaciers which descended from the Mont Blanc and the Gran Paradiso. Aymavilles Castle overlooks the whole plain from the top of the moraine on which it stands. It was easy to control the roads winding along the valley bottom and the ones leading to Cogne from this position. The area in and around Aymavilles has been inhabited since prehistoric times and was colonized by the Romans. Two roads already ran along the valley bottom at that time. One was to the left and the other to the right of the Dora-Baltea river. The one to the orographic left of the river was part of the Roman road to Gaul, which connected Milan and Lyon, while the road on the right bank was used to transport the grey marble won in the area. The Ale Bridge, which dates back to 3 BC and is an important work of architecture, bears witness to the presence of the Romans. The Ale Bridge was an aqueduct which was built privately for the running of a large farm. The constructor's name, Caio Avilio Caimo, can be read on the inscription placed above the central arch. Perhaps the place name Aymavilles means Caimo's farm estate, Caimi Villa, and gives the medieval lords de Aymavilles their name. The castle building is halfway between a fortress and a manor house. It stands on a series of concentric terraces which are home to a magnificent park, a monumental stairway, and a large fountain around which carriages were driven. The castle has 4 circular towers crowned by an impressive series of 2 different types of merlons and by weathering. Spacious, open galleries with Baroque decor stand between each tower and embellish the facades. The castle's present appearance is the outcome of complex building plans which slowly erased the original aspect of the fort, which was similar to old fortified mansions such as Les Cours in La Salle or La Motte in Arviers. The fort gradually became an enclosed castle, developing a boundary wall for defence, which was also used by the local population in case of attack. Both Cly Castle in Saint-Denis and Graines Castle in Brusson are important examples of this. Let us now try to imagine the castle's development through various periods. We now only have a few foundation walls from the first period, and the first information we have about the castle dates back to the end of the 12th century. The original building was probably a single masonry unit having a rectangular body 3 stories high, with battlements and relative bays. The building's sturdy appearance allowed its first owner to show all his power and that he controlled the area. Shortly afterwards, the boundary wall was also built. It served as a valuable shelter in case of wars, invasions or conflicts with other families. In 1354, thanks to the Counts of Savoy, the castle passed into the hands of another branch of the Chalon family and took on greater importance. The main tower in every castle is called a donjon, and during this period the one in Aymavilles was enlarged to the west and raised by 1 floor. Aymon de Chalon decided to build a second boundary wall together with a moat, 2 fortified gates and a drawbridge, thus making the castle ever grander. At the beginning of the 15th century, Amédée de Chalon had 4 defence towers built onto the pre-existing donjon in order to make the building even stronger. Several towers used to control the perimeter wall were added during the same period. After renovation comes to an end, this majestic building has four purposes: defence with its impressive towers, entertainment in its spacious windowed halls, an elegant dwelling place, and a large farm with its surrounding land. The same family lived in the castle for quite a long time from this moment on. The main building and towers were once again raised by one floor, and weathering and corbels were added. The families who subsequently inherited the castle let it fall into a state of abandon and neglect, and after a long period of time, in 1713, Joseph Félix de Chalons begins an imposing campaign to renovate it both inside and out. The fortified boundary walls are removed and substituted by a splendid terraced garden, a monumental stairway, and a large fountain in the centre. 4 Baroque open galleries are built between the towers, and the castle at last takes on the appearance we now know. Let's look back on the castle's various phases of development. The first building had a rectangular plan 3 floors high. It was enclosed by a boundary wall and was a classic example of a fortified mansion. When it became the property of the Chalons family, the fortified mansion takes on ever greater importance. In fact, a part is added to the west. It is raised by 1 floor, and a second boundary wall is built with fortified gates for defence. The castle is gradually converted into a fort. The 4 round towers and the ones used to defend the walls are added at the beginning of the 15th century. Like other similar buildings in the Aosta Valley, the castle undergoes more changes to suit different needs. And so, another floor is added. Towers are erected, and weathering and corbels built. Over the last 2 centuries, the castle slowly becomes the one we now know. Its defence system disappears. Terracing is created for the gardens. The facades are embellished with windows and decor, and Baroque open galleries are added between the various towers. The castle is finished at last and becomes the present-day one.
Aosta.